manufacturer warranty requires that you meet their minimum requirements for ventilation. It costs you money if you don't properly vent. And where it costs you is in the summertime, if you're not vented properly, that can get real hot in the attic. And now you got extra cooling costs. In the wintertime, if it's you can't get that dampness out, your insulation doesn't work properly, and you lose your heat, you can have ice dams, you can all kinds of problems. A lot of times people have problems and they think they need a roof. I said, no, you just need a vent. You need this or that. You got to get that excess heat out of there or it will bake a roof. Over years, it can shorten the roof by 50% or extend it by 100%. You know, I got roofs that are 40 years old and they had 20-year warranties, you know, but I vented them perfectly. A lot of people think if you put some ridge vent or some box vents up on a roof, that's what you need. That's only half a system. You have exhaust and you have intake. So at the bottom of the roof or in the overhangs, you need ventilation going in. And at the top of the roof, you need an exhaust. You don't mix different types of vents, you know. It's a big mistake. When you put a warranty claim in, if they get there and you weren't properly vetted, they'll say, I'm sorry, because you didn't meet the requirements. Okay. A roof can fail and they can deny it because you know, it wasn't met.
Okay.
You can have a powered fan, a fan that you put run power to as an exhaust fan, you know. Those, they actually have some that have a thermostat in there, so when it gets hot, it goes on. And then they also have some other ones that have a thermostat and a humidistat. So when there's high humidity in there, it'll go on. And in the wintertime, you get high humidity in the attic, your insulation gets wet, doesn't work. And the reason why you get humidity in the attic is it moves from the inside to the outside because there's no moisture outside. So your house dries out. And that's how the water gets out of your house.
Yeah.
If there's sex areas from the basement that goes up into the attic, wiring or whatever, you can be losing a lot of heat. And that heat, if you don't vent, will make the attic hot. You'll melt your snow and you have ice dams. So but ventilation is, you got to take a good inspection and design the right type of vent, and 90% of the problems will go away.